going on, people? And thank you muchly for joining me for another beer review, which of course means it's Beer Monster o'clock. Bosh! Now, I've been to Home Bargains again. I know, I do love me a bit of the old Home Bargains. I picked up a 4-pack of these bad boys by the Brooklyn Brewery. 4 cans of this will set you back $3.99, but they are 330ml cans. By the Brooklyn Brewery, it's called the Stonewall IPA. Never tried this one before. It's a session IPA. It's by the ABV 4.3%. There's a close-up look at your can. Now, it has to be said, not that there's anything wrong with being homosexual. That is probably the most homosexual looking can I've ever laid eyes on. Just putting it out there. You can't not say it, can you? Anyways, another thing I found interesting about this beer is it's brewed in Sweden, but canned in the UK by Carlsberg. And of course, the Brooklyn Brewery, an American brewery. Make it make sense, people. Like, there's so much shithousery going on with our beers these days. Like, you just never know. You never assume anything. Always, like, read the can and that. Because you just never know where the bloody hell your beers come from. Anyway, let's crack her open, get her into a glass, shall we? So $3.99 for 4 cans, quite a good price. I'm not that big on session IPAs, really. I find them a bit watery a lot of the time, but hopefully this one will be different. You don't know unless you try it. And at that kind of price, you know, £1 a can, you know, you can forgive it for not being amazing. You know, but it's still, you know, it's got to be drinkable, innit? It's got to be drinkable. Let me know in the comments sector down below if you've picked this one up before me from Home Bargains and whether you enjoyed it or not. I'd be very interested to know your opinions, guys. Right, beer in the glassware. We have a slightly hazy, light orangey, golden beverage with a white, fluffy, airy head. Not seeing any sediment or nothing, but yeah, a little bit of a haze to it. Looks a little bit watery, you know, it's not, you can tell it's not got much body to it, but it's only 4.3%. Anyway, let's get me big fat hooter in there and check out the aromas of the Stonewall IPA. I believe you can get this on tap as well, and I think there's an American version of it that's like 5%, just to make things even more confusing. Anyway, let's give the beer a sniff. Oh, it smells very nice, actually. Grapefruit. Straight away, I'm getting grapefruit. And like a tropical fruit blend. Quite exotic smelling tropical fruits. Like the passion fruit, all that kind of guava. Yeah, very exotic smelling. With a touch of citrus, grapefruit in there. Maybe a bit of orange. Anyway, it can smell as good as it likes. It needs to taste good. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Almost didn't do a review tonight because I just got my new PlayStation. Been a bit hooked on it. And if you heard that bleeping, that's me chicken burgers that are ready in the air fryer, which I'll be having after this. Right. Anyway, let's try the beer. Okay. I did have some of these on my live the other day, but I was smashed, to be fair. It tastes a bit better than I remember on the live. Look, first impressions, if I'm honest, are watery, thin, and basic. Not really selling it, is it? But I've got to be honest, it does taste watery, thin, and basic. That is the first thing that pops into my head when I try this beer before I even think about what it tastes like. But it is refreshing. It probably would have been nice a couple of months ago in the summer. You know, it's easy drinking, it's refreshing. The flavours are not kicking off like they were on the aroma, which is sad. They're still there and they're similar. A gentle touch of malt on the start. Then I'm getting like a blended sort of tropical fruit. Like a blended tropical fruit taste. Some orange. Maybe a bit of a zest of an orange as well. And a slight kind of marmalade-y sort of vibe. Very, very little bitterness. It is there, but it's very subtle. So if you don't like your bitter IPAs, you'll be fine with this. I don't know, like the other night I was drinking Proper Job, and I know that's not session IPA, but it just blows stuff like this out of the water. You know, this is supposed to be a craft beer. It has a fancy, gay-looking can and all that. Just go and buy a bottle of bloody Proper Job or something, proper beer. I mean, it's a tarty thing. It's just not doing it for me. It's just, I can't get over the watery element to it. I will give it this. There's no off flavours. There's no kind of wishy-washy sort of thing really with it that you get sometimes with these like weaker session IPAs. There's quite a pleasant citrusy finish to the beer, but everything's very subtle and a bit watery. It's a difficult one to recommend, but it is cheap. For the price, I'm going to say it's worth checking it out. You know, we've got all different, we've got different taste buds. Don't expect it to blow you away, but for £1 a can, if you fancy something light and easy to drink, it's worth a try. But I don't think it's worth a buy. It's definitely not getting the bell. You know, if it's a 9 out of 10 plus, it gets the bell. This is not even close to that. This is what it is. A basic session IPA. 6.5 out of 10 for me. 6.5. It's just lacking a bit and it's a bit watery, but it's not offensive. It is drinkable. I personally wouldn't buy it again, even at that price. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you do try it and what you think of it. And thank you for watching, people. Mucho apreciato. Do smash that like button, especially if you made it this far. You're a fucking legend. Till the next one, people. Bye-bye, darlings. Bye.